Good morning guys, it's Lara. Thank you so much for watching and welcome back to my channel. So I'm filming another what I eat in a day videos today because you guys seem to enjoy these and that makes me super happy because I actually love filming these. And I will also give you a little bit of a life update, especially concerning the house. So if you have watched my previous video, then you would know that we started renovating the bathroom. And I can tell you a little bit about what happened so far, what are the next steps. So if you want to know more about what I'm gonna eat throughout the day and what's going on in my life, then please keep watching. Let's start with my breakfast. So as usual, I'm having my smoothie. So I would start every day with a big glass of water first, and then I will have 1.5 glasses like this of my smoothie, which is in total 3/4 of a liter. And we still put in bananas, oranges, cilantro, cinnamon, cocoa powder, recently also protein powder, and depending on whether the protein powder is sweetened or not, we might even add agave syrup, and then of course lots of water. So that's pretty much it, and I really like it. I like the taste because with the cocoa powder it tastes super chocolatey and it's really filling. And I have to admit, since we started putting in also the protein powder, I won't get hungry as fast as I used to. So that has been definitely the right choice for us, especially since we are working out pretty much every day, so that was a good decision. One of my today's project is already waiting for me on the sofa here. I'm filming today a tutorial, or at least a part of it, for my DIY channel Mohr TV. It's gonna be one of my this year's Halloween costumes. I already published 2 of my Halloween costumes on Mohr TV, so I will link both videos down below if you're interested in that. Now let's have a look at the bathroom, how it looks so far. This corner is almost done. There is only the staff for the shower head missing. They also mounted the cabinets and I already put all of our stuff inside, so when I'm gonna give you guys the bathroom tour, you will see what we keep here. And Jack assembled the dresser yesterday. I am going today to IKEA to get 2 more of these legs because we want to have 2 additional legs in the middle so that it will be super stable. We don't have the wooden plate here right now, but this is gonna be the same wooden plate like this one. This is just the rest of it. They took it with them so that they could cut back the front because it goes too far in the front. And the plate is going to be about that much wider than the dresser. I had to make some changes on the orchid because it would go too far up and we wouldn't be able to open the cabinet, so I kind of massacred the bottom and made the orchid shorter, but it looks really nice, and this is gonna be between the sinks. Right now I have to go to the hardware store and bring these things back because we didn't need them, and instead of that I'm gonna bring wall paint home, and then I have to go to IKEA to get the legs for the dresser upstairs, and then I have to go to the office, and when I'm gonna have my lunch then I'll talk to you guys later. I spontaneously decided to eat at IKEA, so I had the grönsaksbollar, these vegetable balls with curry mango sauce and chickpeas. They come with vegetable rice. It was alright, it's not my favorite food, but it's nice to have a vegan option. And I also had some fries with ketchup and a soft drink, so my drink was apple juice spritz, and that was my lunch. Back at home with my puppy. I missed him so much. Hi, Hercules. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I missed you, baby. He doesn't like it when I'm gone, and I don't like being gone from him either. Let's have a look at the things that I have brought home with me today. Let's start with the wall paint. So this is wall paint suitable for bathrooms and kitchen. It's a simple white wall paint, and that will go up on the ceiling and on the remaining part of the walls where there are no tiles. Then I have here a pillow with a pillowcase. Hercules has exactly the same pillow with exactly the same pillowcase in my video room. Oh, thank you for the smoochies. And he likes it very much, so this is gonna be his pillow here. He had up till now this fluffy mouse, but whenever he has the choice he always picks a pillow like that because it's a little bit less high, and this is something he just prefers. And also I thought it's a little bit more stylish, so I have to wash it first before I give it to my puppy. This is your new pillow. You like it, huh? And here we have the trash can. So at the end I picked a white one because they had gray as well, but it was too dark and I didn't like it, and I thought it wouldn't go with the rest of the bathroom, so I took this one. It's not big, but this is gonna be enough. And what I like is that it has this pedal, so I can just lift it with my foot and then it closes, so that's perfect. Here are the feet for the dresser, and I also brought a night light. I like these. We have 2 of these in our hallways, so whenever I have to go now down at night with Hercules or for whatever reasons, it's nice to have a little bit of light, but not too bright, so it wouldn't destroy my rhythm. And I bought also one more of this creeper plants, and I put it into the pot because I wanted to cover the cables on the top. So the cables are a little bit higgledy-piggledy right now, but Jack said he's gonna fix it, and then we will make sure that the plant is gonna cover everything. And I think it looks actually pretty good like this. It's a little bit fluffier. I have here this old bathrobe from IKEA. It used to be white, then I dyed it turquoise, then I dyed it purple, and now I'm planning on dyeing it dark green. I actually hope that it's not gonna turn out being an ugly shade of brown or something like that, because there is so much fabric dye already on it, but I will give it a try because I can't stand this lilac shade anymore. I have been sewing now for, I'd say, 1.5 hours, but it's possible that it's been longer because I forgot to check the time when I started, and whenever I do something creative I always lose the sense of time. So I went downstairs to get myself something to drink because I was thirsty, so I got myself this huge glass of water. First I drank half of it immediately, and then I filled it up again and brought it with me. And then I also got myself a piece of chocolate. This is a really good chocolate I buy in our drugstore, and I have here the wrappings just in case you will come to Austria. And this is how it looks. So it says bitter chocolate, 70% cocoa, and when you flip it to the back side it says it's vegan. They have more of these chocolates from the same brand, but I think this is the only one that's vegan. And behind the chocolate, this is the pants I'm working on. I'm almost done. I mean, there's still lots to do. I still have to sew the middle of the back pieces together, and then the leg part and the waistband, but all these details like sewing on the pockets, the yoke, and my signature crest always take actually more than the long side seams. Yeah, and of course I had to put up my signature crest. Whenever I'm making something where the crest would look good, I always put it on because it's kind of an unmistakable sign that I made it. I love dark chocolate, it's so good. It tastes so intense. It's a little bit bitter, but that's something I like. Yeah, this is my camera stand that I move back and forth whenever I'm filming some DIY videos. I always try to have the best view for anyone who's watching my tutorials, so sometimes I put the camera on my table, sometimes when I'm sewing I put the camera between me and the sewing machine, and sometimes from the side, so you know, this takes a lot of time. So if I'm working on a project that would take normally like 2 hours, it mostly takes an hour longer just because of moving the camera and the lights. Yeah, but this is how it is, you know. I like doing it. I love filming creative videos, and I actually also love editing, so I'm not complaining here. Alright guys, it's 6:30 and I finally finished the pants. I have decided I'm gonna finish them today instead of going to the office because I just don't like having even more mess here, and that way I could put my sewing machine away. I'm still going to the office for at least half an hour, but I'm pretty hungry by now, so I'm gonna have 2 bananas. Hello? Hello? I personally find that bananas are the perfect snack if you are kind of too lazy to make yourself something but you don't want to eat any junk food. and they are also nutritious. I love the taste, so there's, for me personally, no downside. Actually, bananas are something I always carry with me whenever I have appointments somewhere outside where I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get some vegan food, and when I know it's gonna be a while until I will be back home. Also, Jack has always a bunch of bananas at his office because very often the customers call when there is some trouble at the refinery and he needs to help them quickly, and sometimes it's around the lunchtime, so he can't just say, you know what guys, I'm hungry, I have to go. He needs to help them, so he just has a few bananas before he's able to eat something different. So definitely one of my favorite fruits. I'm back home from the office. I'm going to Skype with my parents in about a minute, and I took a bowl of pickled mushrooms because I felt like eating them. I'm actually a little bit hungry, but I wanted to talk to my parents first, and I also want to do some yoga before I have dinner. So I thought, you know, why not eat a few mushrooms? If you want to know how I make these, I will link my recipe down below. They are really delicious. Oh, and I'm also having a few slices of this corn thingy. You know, these slices that are like popcorn. There is rosemary and salt on them, and they taste really delicious. I'm gonna eat like 3 or 4 slices. I Skyped with my parents for about an hour. We usually Skype every weekend, but last weekend it didn't work out. That's why we had to Skype today, that is on Monday. And after we were done, I changed into leggings, and I have also a tank top. And I will do my yoga practice. As you can see, my yoga mat is already here. So is Hercules. He likes having a pillow on the ground when I do my yoga practice because then he can keep me company. He was snoring while I was doing yoga. My today's yoga practice was a very quick one because it is quite late and I didn't want to do anything super long. It was something about 15 minutes only, but it was really wonderful. I will link the video that I used for my practice down below in the description box. And now I'm gonna take a shower and then I will show you what I'm gonna have for dinner. This is my dinner tonight. It is partially leftovers and partially fresh stuff. The seitan strips are leftovers that I still had in the fridge. I roasted a few pieces leftover smoked tofu. And I have here mashed potatoes that I cooked yesterday and I still had some in the fridge. Then I grilled a few fresh portobello mushrooms and I steamed 2 carrots, and that's what I'm having for dinner. Of course, with a huge glass of water. That was my last meal for today. It was delicious. It was quite a lot of food. Plus, I'm not really used to be eating that late, but I was super hungry and I needed something proper. And that was pretty much it. I also wanted to show you my bathrobe. I told you I wanted to dye it and it turned this beautiful shade of dark green, so I'm super happy with the result. And right now Hercules and I are going to go to the sofa. I'm gonna read a little bit and I would say like in about half an hour we're gonna hit the sack. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumb up. You can also share it. If you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, I would be happy if you would do so now, and you can also turn on the notifications. I linked down below all of my social networks and a few playlists that could be interesting for you, and thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I'm looking forward to seeing you with my next video. Bye!